Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down something pretty amazing. How drawing has gone from a totally hands-on craft to this complex, super sophisticated dance between human and machine.
All right, let's dive right in. First up, we'll talk about that huge leap to digital. Then we'll see how that's shaken things up in education. After that, we're getting into the really wild stuff, creative AI. And finally, we'll step back and wonder what this all means for the future.
Okay, first things first. We have to understand the massive, game-changing shift that started it all, moving from the good old physical drawing board to the infinite digital canvas.
The jump from traditional tools to computer-aided design, what we all call CAD, was absolutely revolutionary. Seriously, think of it like going from a typewriter to a word processor. All of a sudden, your speed and precision just went through the roof. And editing? Effortless. One wrong ink line on paper could mean starting over, but with CAD, fixing a mistake is just a few clicks.
And wow, did this tech take off fast. We started with pretty basic 2D programs, right? Then came Building Information Modeling, or BIM, which could handle massive amounts of project data. And now we're literally drawing inside fully immersive virtual reality and using augmented reality to beam digital instructions right onto the real world. The whole evolution has been just staggering.
So, with this revolution happening, how is it shaping the people who are going to build our future? Let's take a look at how these incredibly powerful tools are making their way into the classroom to train the next generation of designers and engineers. Yeah, CAD isn't some niche skill anymore, not by a long shot. It's become a core, foundational tool in a huge range of fields, and it's totally reshaping how they're taught. From architects designing entire cities to costume designers drafting patterns, knowing your way around digital drawing is now absolutely essential. And this isn't just a trend in a few forward-thinking schools, it's a massive systemic shift. To give you a sense of the scale here, one major study analyzed the curriculum of 63 different university architecture programs, and they did that just to figure out how this digital transition is being taught and which tools are becoming the new industry standard. And this is where it gets really interesting. Education is adapting in some pretty cool ways. Forget about dusty old textbooks. Teachers are now using VR software like Gravity Sketch so students can design an immersive space. They're making short TikToks to explain complex commands, and even building AR apps that bring 3D models to life right there on a student's desk.
But, it's not all smooth sailing. The transition definitely has its bumps. A lot of schools are struggling with outdated hardware that just can't keep up with modern software. And for the students themselves, getting over that really steep learning curve for professional-grade programs is a huge, huge hurdle.
And that brings us to the next revolution, artificial intelligence. We're not just talking about a tool for drawing anymore. We're talking about a creative partner.
A really key piece of tech here is the GAN. Now, how this works is pretty wild. You basically have two AIs working against each other. One AI, the generator, creates an image. The second AI, the discriminator, acts like a tough art critic and judges it. They go back and forth millions of times, and the generator gets better and better until it can create incredibly realistic and original images all on its own.
So what does this actually mean? Well, it means the AI can be trained to understand the language of visuals. It chews through massive datasets of images, learning all the patterns and styles. Then it uses that knowledge to generate brand new art from scratch, creating these clean, perfect vector lines and constantly tweaking its work based on what the user wants.
And this has opened the door to some incredible applications. We're seeing AI that can turn your photos into beautiful pencil sketches. We're seeing systems that can build a whole complex illustration from just a single line you draw. There are even drawing robots guided by AI that was trained on the charming, quirky art of little kids. Some systems even let you literally paint in thin air just by waving your hand.
But here's the really important thing to remember. The focus is shifting toward collaboration. Most of this research isn't about replacing human artists. It's about augmenting our creativity. The goal is to build powerful new ways of working, like student AI partnerships, where the machine handles all the tedious stuff, freeing up the human to focus on the big creative ideas.
So we have these incredibly intelligent tools at our fingertips. It just begs the question, right? What does the future of drawing, and maybe creativity itself, actually look like?
Well, even with all this mind-blowing progress, experts are still urging us to have a balanced view. This quote from one study really hits it home. Digital tools have their limits. They just can't fully replace that tactile feel, the happy accidents, and all the little nuances that come from drawing with physical tools.
Research that actually analyzes what's happening in our brains during design shows this new partnership emerging. In this new model, we humans provide the vision, the creative spark, the taste, and the critical judgment. The machine? It provides the raw horsepower, the ability to churn through thousands of ideas in seconds and process tons of data.
And this isn't just a theory. We can actually measure the impact. Studies show these tools give a huge boost to our cognitive productivity and make the act of designing way more efficient. But what's really fascinating is that the data also shows a direct impact on creativity itself. It's fundamentally changing how we approach and solve creative problems.
So when you put it all together, what you see is the role of the creator evolving. We're shifting away from the idea of an artist who just makes marks on a page. The new model is more like a creative director or a curator of ideas, someone who guides these intelligent systems to explore possibilities we couldn't have even imagined before.
And that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. As the tool itself becomes a creative partner, one that can suggest, generate, and refine ideas all on its own, how is our very definition of what it means to be a human creator going to change right along with it?